Hey yo, what's up, chat? What is up? What's up? What's up? So, obviously, we're talking about the usual stuff today: film, myself, and content creators. Not in that order. You'll find out what order later. So, first, myself. It was so this week I turned in my papers yesterday. Um, with a lot of help from my mom, I got 2 papers done. One wasn't even all the way finished, and after I turned it in, it was I was so wired. Like my back wouldn't relax. I couldn't feel my knees because I had been I have like an iPad for a computer, and so I was like kneeling because I don't have a desk, so I was like kneeling on the ground and typing. It was so bad. It was so bad. Because I woke up and typed the entire day. It was rough. It was rough. It was so rough. And I couldn't feel my feet because it was so cold. We'll get back to the cold later. But my mom gave me medicine that I was prescribed like really early on in life. She calls it a chill pill. It's for my anxiety. But the only other time I took it, I was much younger, and it made me like go off the walls bonkers. What I imagine weed is like. Starting seeing shapes where there aren't shapes, starting tasting colors, and then passing the fuck out. Now, calms my mind a little bit. Takes hours for me to fall asleep. Back to the cold. Monday was below freezing, but it technically still worked, but it called out because it was too cold for me. But my boss texted me, and she was like, hey, it feels like you're not prioritizing work. You're calling out a lot. And I'm like, I get it. I'm calling out a lot. I warned you ahead of time that I have papers to write, so I might call out a lot because I'm prioritizing my papers. So is my mom. I already told you this. And I get like this time I wasn't calling out because of papers, because I was calling out because it was cold, but it was also the last week to work on papers. So, and she knew this. So, anyways, Friday I go in, it's like 15 degrees, 45 outside, and I'm cold. But Saturday I'm working to the point where I can't feel my feet. And it's insane. The weather is insane, and I'm planning on moving somewhere that's even colder whenever I can get a visa there. And it's sad because I don't like wearing layers. Next video is probably gonna be on a new phone, because Thursday I'm planning on going to the Apple store, I guess. I don't know, and trading this phone for a 15 Pro, 15 Max Pro is I think what I got. I hope. I don't know. But when I get that phone, I'm gonna get Spotify and YouTube Premium right after I buy it, because I don't want to deal with ads. Yeah, that's all my updates about me. But I'm going back to work full time next week, because I'm done with papers, but every day except for Thursday because I have an EEG, because I changed my seizure medication. But so that's the day I'm going to get my new phone. Oh, by the way, this is the phone case I'm planning on getting. Cool, right? So yeah, Thursday's an eventful day. So full time next week means no more double streams, of course. But guess what? He just started new lore. I'm going to chop my head off. What the fuck, man? Of course, right when I have to like be busy again and not watch streams, he starts up lore. Like, of course, like it only makes sense, you know? Speaking of Tubbo, Jack and Tubbo did a Laugh You Lose, and I submitted a few of some clips from my new video, and they reacted, and it was really cool. It felt nice. They like my emoji pajama bottoms. Not these. These are different. My emoji pajama bottoms are dirty because I've worn them for a week, so I had to change. So are the socks I was wearing in that video and that entire outfit, because I would quite literally record in my pajamas. Surprise! Anyways, they also thought it was all clips from all the same video, and it was not. One I was wearing a bandana, the other I was wearing pajamas. So not all the same video. Anyways, moving on. More content creator stuff. Nick released why he deleted all his photos. He made chapstick, which I bought. It looks jazzy. It looks cool. Also, the Stereo Triplets have a new intro, which they don't have a Young Plate intro anymore, or the Miss Me intro anymore, which is kind of sad, but, you know, they're aging, they're setting new boundaries, they're really defining the fact that they're professionals at this now, which, considering they have continuously gotten later at posting, don't know what to tell you. But that, and they're deleting Wednesdays so they can make everything else more professional, which seems reasonable. 3 days of recording plus 3 days of editing plus. It's just a lot. And they have a lot of collabs coming up. So Johnny Gilbert, I think it's Johnny Gilbert, the Tinas, as some people call them, they're collabing with them. And then Sam and Colby has already filmed with them and now it's editing. They just released that. And so many more, probably. Like, everybody wants to collab with them now because they're famous. Yeah. But hopefully there's more fun content coming from them soon. Hopefully we get a Sam and Colby podcast. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. So on to film. Let's start with the one that nobody cares about. There's multiple different Big Birds. Like, different Big Birds in different countries. So in America we have a yellow Big Bird and only one. I think Latin countries have 2 Big Birds. The classic yellow one and then a different one. I didn't look too in depth on this. And then there's a blue Big Bird and a green Big Bird. It all depends on what country you're in. There's an orange Big Bird. It's crazy. I don't know. Weird. Whatever Big Bird you have, if you've gotten this far, drop it in the comments, because I want to know how many different colors of Big Bird there are. And if you still have the yellow, if you have the yellow one and a normal color one, tell me that, because it's just not a thing to have a yellow Big Bird. I don't know. Okay. I saw only negative things about the Mean Girls, like the Mean Girls musical that just came out. I will say, it is not as good as the original. It's not as good as some of the live action musicals that I've seen. It's not bad. I think a lot of the instrumentals are really rough. But I'm not going to see it again. I'm not going to actively seek it out. Like, I seek out a lot of Disney's musicals. Hamilton's great. Greatest Showman, things like those. I seek those out, but I'm not going to seek it out. It's nothing great. But what I am going to seek out is How to Train Your Dragon live action remake. That's interesting. The cast looks shitty. It's going to be really heavily CGI'd, but How to Train Your Dragon was my fucking childhood, bro. My fucking childhood. It's going to be so bad, but I'm going to love it. Because can't tell you why. That's about it for today. My name's Ray. All my socials are in the bio. Hopefully I did them right. Otherwise, it looks like shit. Amazing. Goodbye.